Hello travelers, I'm Timothy French. We're in Bethune, South Carolina to continue on our quest to visit every town center in the state. So let's get started right here at their town center. Got a big tower right behind that Mitchell building right there. Yeah, I just came in from McBee. You go back that way, takes you out to McBee. They got their library out there and a gas station. There's the railroad tracks. Yeah, this town kind of formed up around the railroad tracks, but before that it was called Lynchwood, I believe, when people first started moving in here. 1800s, I think. And later got named Bethune after the railroad was built, so I'm assuming that was a railroad executive maybe. And that's how they named McBee as well. I parked old Rev right here in this gravel lot here in town. Got a business here, says fresh cuts, cut meats and more. Look. Nobody's been cutting meat in there in a while, don't look like. Looks a little messy. Got a cool little retro sign here. I wonder what that was at one time. You guys live here, let us know. You can see this was all glass front building, just like you did see in a lot of towns where you have the glass display windows and you go in. I don't know what it would have been. I was going to say maybe a pharmacy. I don't know if the town's big enough to have a theater. Could have been. Got wide sidewalks and nice trees here. Yeah, I was watching a couple of videos to see how to say the town name, and one was from a year ago and the other was from 2 years ago. And they were talking about how they wanted to revitalize their downtown and build a park and all. So I guess they're working on it, but I still see a lot of empty buildings here. But the interesting thing is, here's one. Chicky Mama's maybe, I don't know. A little boutique there. Let's see what their hours are. Tuesday through Friday, 12 to 6 p.m. So yeah, they do have a shop in here, and that's good. Come in here and get you some clothing and all. And a family hair center's up here on the right as well. Hopefully it's still open. I don't have an awning overhead though, but I see some products in there, so they must open up later on. It's early in the morning still, probably around 9. But anyway, what I was talking about was that they were talking to a man, I don't know if he was the mayor or somebody, and he was talking about how they wanted to get the town back to where it was, to where you could come in to Bethune's town center and get all the things you need. And in the past, that's how every town was. The purpose of a town is to serve your citizens. Big J's barbershop right there. And provide them with the things they need. But as these bigger corporations have moved into the area and around certain towns, they kind of drew everybody away, and so now everybody leaves to go get the things they need, and all that money goes somewhere else. And so he made a good point about trying to get people interested in their downtown and their town center, and that's what I'm doing as well. Because you want to have a town that can support you and keep the money in your town and create jobs in your town. And of course, if something happens, and your town's doing good, you have all the things you need. So I hope they get there. It's been about a year, and the other one's about a 2-year span for that video. And they were talking about building a park where there's an empty building. I don't know if this was where they were talking about, but it doesn't look like a nice park to me. I'm looking around to see if I see a park. You can see they put a light pole in right there, a couple of them anyway. Got a few in here. You know, it takes money to do all these things, and some towns don't have as much money to do it, so it takes a while, and it takes volunteers and things. So here's an old gas station. I can tell that was a gas station. They got it fenced off, so they must be planning something there. A lot of people turn these into little brew houses or whatever you call them, a little place to come get a drink. Maybe that's what they're going to do here. It says front porch greenhouses on the sign, though. It's just 2 miles located back that way, so that's just, maybe they were here at one time, because I see they got these little shelving and all. But yeah, I don't know if we got enough people to have a little place come in and set up a little bar bar or something like that where you come in and drink and play cornhole and stuff, but that'd be good, a good use for that. Got a cafe over there, a cafe, so looks like that's open, the Bethune Discount Foods and More, the meat market, best prices around, I bet it is, so I'm glad they got that. I see that old water tower, and then in one of those videos from a year or so back, they were talking about they got some money to fix up that old water tower, but they doesn't look like they spent it on there yet. If they did get the money, they didn't spend it on it. So you guys let me know how that's going. Did it not pan out or what happened? Got a lot of cool buildings here. It could be opened back up like a lot of towns have done. Got trustworthy hardware, that's cool. Love the hardware stores in town, individual hardware stores. Get good service in them hardware stores, walk in, tell them what you need, and you're going to get it, versus going into some of the big corporate chains. You go in there and as soon as you need some help, everybody disappears. And I know it's happened to me, so I bet it's happened to a lot of you guys too. Looks like a pretty good sized hardware store as well. Yeah. Need a little paint on that thing. I don't know how much it would cost to get up here and paint that. It would look better. I like that tower. It's a cool old water tower that needs to be saved. The area around here is beautiful. I love the area, driving all up and through here. It's in the Sand Hills region of South Carolina. So this building's all busted up and the wooden part's blowing out here on the front. It'd be nice if they could save that. It was probably a big business at one time. I don't know what though. If you guys live here, comment below and tell us about your town. I love hearing from locals and people that know about the town. I come here and visit these towns. I come in kind of not knowing what to expect. I like to ride up on them like that so I can see it just as you might if you were going to visit here. I will check out Wikipedia a little bit and see if there's anything they put in there on that. Usually if there's something notable, a town will list it there. I was going to go to their town website, but all I saw was something for an unofficial Facebook page. Now, I will say that every town should have their own website. They don't cost much to make, and most people can make them these days. They're very easy to make, so maybe that's something they could do to help bring attention to their town as well. It says funeral home on that. Coming soon, a funeral home right here, I guess. Looks like another building was in here at one time. Let's go on up. There's that gas station on the other side. There's Bracey's Cafe, but I don't see nothing in there. So I don't know if they're open anymore. Got ice outside. You know, is that open anymore, that cafe?
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering. It kind of looked like it was, but as I went by, I didn't see it. Okay, thank you. There's the meat market there. It's doing good, it looks like. Nice friendly people here in town. Got some nice trees right here. This could be a little park as well. So you could do it over there on that side or this side. Make a little place where people could play music, maybe put a little stage over there and just invite people in to play. Just local people. You ain't got to pay nobody to come in. I bet you can get people to come in here and play for free if you set up some vendor trucks. Bring in some people to play and invite people to come up and listen. Have tables set out for people to play games and be socialized. That's what you come to town for a lot of times. A lot of people just go into a store or in town to shop because they want to socialize with other people. And that's what you miss. If you drive out of your town, you might meet other people, but they won't be from your town. Here's another building that can be fixed up. And this one's been closed for a long time because the short they got hanging up in the window is stained by the sun. Old hats is burned out and dried, so definitely needing a little love in this town. They got the buildings. You can see it was a once thriving town center. It can be again. I think if they can get this beautified through here and get some businesses in here to first serve their citizens, but they could probably even draw people in from McBee because they don't have as big of a town center, and they would probably come down here and want to shop too. Just my thoughts. I don't really know how all these things work. I'll just tell you what I think as I'm walking through and hope that my visits maybe give you an idea of what people think when they walk through your town. Like I said, the library's up there. There's old Rev. And there's that water tower. I hope they get fixed up. I hope you enjoyed this walk and talk tour of Bethune, South Carolina. If you did, I appreciate it. If you like, subscribe, and share. Y'all take care.